and so on to the subject of contract supervisor level 2s. 99% of the contract supervisor level 2 package has been knitted together into an e-learning module. I say an e-learning module, it is electronic, there's no face-to-face interaction at this stage, but there is very little content within that module. Instead, we've used our e-learning software to actually send the learners off to various different parts of our management information system to find the answers for themselves, because they're all out there. It's just quite a complicated navigation system to get around. So therefore, we've sent people to the various different documents and, basically told them to go and look the information up for themselves. So it's a single piece of e-learning, and it covers 7 different modules. In no particular order, the modules are inaugural meetings, working at height, radiological awareness, electrical considerations of working on site, waste management, risk assessments, and the 7th module B, permits to work, the various different types of permits that contractors may need to use on site. Each of these modules has an intelligent customer, and obviously by the time you start to get involved with contract supervisor level 2 work, then obviously you'll have met many of these people. Quite a few of them are intelligent customers for other subjects on sites as well as this particular subject. So to start off with, once an individual has completed contract supervisor level 3 and has received their letter of appointment, they can then progress, if they need to, onto contract supervisor level 2. It's a piece of e-learning. They can do it anytime, any place, anywhere, and that piece of e-learning also includes another e-assessment as well. So at that stage, once they've passed the assessment, your has got that warm fuzzy feeling that these individuals know where the documentation is on the management system, they can navigate to that documentation, and they've read it thoroughly in order to ask some of the quite testing questions that are within the e-assessment. At that stage then, the final hurdle for them to overcome, the final challenge for them at this stage, is to undertake a half-day case study. Those people that have passed the e-learning and e-assessment come together in building 202. A number of case studies are put before them. They're given probably the best part of an hour or so to come up with the answers to that case study and then present back to the others. And what this allows is for a human element to actually be introduced into contract supervisor level 2. Because up until this stage, it's all been electronic. This brings the human element into it. This brings the interaction into it. And most importantly, I believe, it allows the learners to learn from one another, because the case studies that I facilitated, you see a real mixed breadth and depth of knowledge and experience. And it also allows the delegates to actually meet the intelligent customers, the subject matter experts, face to face, and actually ask them some questions and actually be able to identify who it is that they need to turn to in the future. Once the e-learning and the case study have been completed, again, inform Joe Heaton, a letter of appointment will be issued by Peter Bradley, at which point those individuals can then be classed as contract supervisors level 2. For those people who need to progress on to contract supervisor level 1, I'll talk to you in a little bit more detail in another piece of video footage.